Hello there, traveler, and welcome back to the world of Zatis. This is our campaign set in the world created by the brave adventurers over at GUI Cube. I am Alexander, your weaver of tales, and as always, I am joined by my companions, Dylan, John, and Cassie. So, without further ado, hang up your cloak, grab a drink, and kick back as we dive back into Chapter 2 of the Red Star Rising campaign, The Foulest of Spirits. All right.
That song could be described as hauntingly beautiful.
It is haunting.
It is.
Like if a crypt, like you know, from like Tales from the Crypt, if it took place in the forest, sounds like it would have that kind of vibe.
The haunted forest.
All right. So, Zatis, where we last left off, you embarked into the dark woods.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're back here.
On a special
called
mission.
the Pretty Woods.
On a special mission for Borag. You're headed to this willow. You've been given your instructions. You came across skeletons, zombies, and a very unsettling cottage in the woods. But where we last left off, as you were leaving the cottage, you spotted an airship flying high above, right before you saw someone fall from it and plummet to the ground. And that's where we're going to pick up with a handout.
Wait.
What type of handout now? That is...
This poor man's death? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were... Well, wow.
Actually, looks like he was holding.
This poor dude. Person thing. Well, we won't even know if it's a dude at this point. By the time they hit the ground, it'll be
The
undiscernible.
name of the airship is frankly ironic,
Yeah, I know, right?
considering
It
this
doesn't look
person's
very...
probably going to go to
Clouds
sleep.
rest, yeah.
I was going to say, it doesn't look very
Clouds
restful
rest in
to me.
peace. Okay,
Clouds
so
R.I.P.
what do you do?
Does this look anywhere like remotely near to where we are?
I mean, it's a little ways ahead, but not too far, so it seems.
Does it look like he'd hit a tree? Or is he just...
He fell behind the tree line that is arched up above you, so you can't tell. You
We
can head in
have-
that direction and search if you would like to.
We have
think
like
he's
snuck
okay?
past the zombies and stuff and the skeletons. I say we do this. Yeah.
Say we check him.
Yeah. Just
Check on him.
Check on him.
Hey, maybe I can bring him back to life.
It's
Yeah,
the sunshine thing to do.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
a
we're
good
gonna-
being person. They're totally not here to screw us over. Totally not.
Can we be quiet and, expedient simultaneously?
You can, if you want to be quiet.
Who's being quiet?
Let's.
I would like to
roll.
attempt to. at
Let's
least.
roll stealth all around. Go ahead.
Stealth.
Oh yeah, disadvantage for Ostrich.
Oh, I
What'd you
know. 5.
get? 5. All
Not a 1.
5 total.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I got a +3 to my stealth thanks to Jack of all trades. That sick level 2 level up.
Hold on. I gotta remember how to play a ranger really fast.
Amazingly.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I need a roll.
Oh, my bad.
18.
Okay.
18 from Leaf.
So, does anybody remember for
It's
favored
wisdom and
terrain?
intelligence based skills.
Wisdom and intelligence? It's not
Yes.
dexterity.
Correct.
Okay.
Just consult the encyclopedia over here. Ding. I feel like Goggle sometime. It's the magic lamp you ask questions to, and it gives you an answer. We have one of those in camp, don't you know?
All right, so 5 from Osric and 18 from Leaf.
22.
Okay. Leaf and Neftalia take the lead as they just gracefully place your feet in spots where there aren't branches or anything that could make noise. You continue through. And Osric clank, 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 clank as he follows behind you. There's one moment where you two get about 15 feet ahead of Ostrich, and you hear him step on a twig, and then you hear everything in his backpack shift, and maybe one pot slide into another pot in his bag, just hunk. And as Ostrich winces, a condiment falls off the side of his bag into the ground.
No, the hollandaise!
It goes-
Get out of the hollandaise, no!
He shuffles around to put it up, but as he puts that up in his bag, a pot from the top that's sticking out falls off the back. So he turns around to try to get that pot.
No, the stock pot!
Puts it down, and then you guys realize there's no real threat around you at the moment. The zombies are still a while back.
Thankfully.
So Leaf, you and Neftalia, you guys just watch Ostrich spin in circles and catch things from falling off his back, putting it back in there. He keeps on turning around, and then he stops for a second, shimmies a little bit. Everything seems to be good. And then, without noticing that you guys stop to look at him, he continues to creep forward. Notices you, and then, you guys continue forward.
I'm gonna allow him to keep creeping.
You keep creeping very noisily.
But
But I do need a perception check for those that are looking for this fallen individual.
21.
Nice.
Ooh.
What'd you get, Leaf?
19.
Very nice.
25.
25.
We all looking for this man. Like, where the goods? Where the goodies? Can he be helped? No.
So, you come to a little bit of a clearing. And lying in the middle of this clearing with just the tiniest bit of sunlight beaming down from a hole made by broken branches, you see the body of a male Sarth.
Oh. Not good.
As you approach, you see he is lying in a pool of blood, well beyond aid, dead. He is dressed in silken pants and a silk jacket with no shirt. He's lying face up on the ground. On his chest is a rather large brand that has been combined with tattoo artistry. It's about 6 inches in diameter. The mark depicts what appears to be a black sun with 8 red rays extending from the center. Neftalia, you had the highest perception. I'll ask you first. Is there anything you want to do?
Does this iconography look familiar to Neftalia, her being half Sarth?
Roll me a history check.
Would this be with advantage because of our thing?
I'm gonna say no because of your upbringing.
Okay, yeah. What did you ask me to roll? History check. Oh, okay.
You got it.
Okay. That is a crit fail for a 2.
You're not sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Anything else you want to do?
I guess I just kind of in general, like, what is he like? Did he look like a prisoner? Did he look like maybe he was a crew member that fell? Like his dress, does it indicate anything, or his hands bound?
No, nothing seems to be bound. Could be an accident. You're not sure.
That's the main thing that I think I'm looking for.
For stealth, I think, or for perception, I think Osric had the second highest.
At 21.
What'd you have for perception? Do you
19.
remember? 19. Yeah. So Osric, you see what I've described. What do you want to do?
Does it seem like he had any objects on his body? And as bad as it sounds, did it look like they kind of
You can search.
landed around him? Okay, yeah. I'd like to investigate
Go ahead.
this poor dude.
Roll an investigation check.
Hey, for 15. Oh, plus 2, 15. 15.
He has no items on his body except for a flyer in his pocket.
What does it say? Or is there a handout for that?
There's a handout for that.
Oh, snap!
I hope it's like something for like our group, like the Blue Veil group. Like, come to the Blue Veil. It's like, oh no.
Oh no!
Now I feel
does
somewhat
this mean?
responsible.
I feel bad, but not so bad that I take responsibility.
So, a handout for you, John. It seems to be a flyer for a tavern and inn. I'll let you look over it. And you see on the flyer the scratched out names of Cramden Holliver, Cassina Vaunt, Drobin Dinbiddle, and Celine Shanton. The name at the bottom of the list, however, has not been lined through. That name is Rigo Vladik.
That guy's 100% a vampire.
Upon looking at them, none of these names ring any bell to you. What do you do?
I'll pass the letter, the flyer to Neftalia. And then kind of look around to see if there's any danger, like in this little neck of the woods.
Perception check.
That is a 6, my friend.
6.
A 6.
Wow.
You don't see anything.
This dead dude's freaking me out. He's blinking, I swear.
Once Neftalia is done reading the flyer, she'll pass it on to Leaf as well, so he can read it.
He would pass it right back to Osric. But
Whoa, you read super fast. Why didn't you tell me you had one of those tricks? That's cool.
Leaf is currently calculating the height of the ship based off of the decay of the lateral the velocity of this guy when he hit the ground from how far he skidded to the side. Including the chance of any factors of any kind of bouncing he might have done.
So you're doing a hardcore math right now. You're having
Roll me
you're having a
an
beautiful
intelligence check.
you're having a beautiful mind moment where you're just like the equations are just coming at you. You're just like
It's just like one of those things where it's like he pops in and says, "I wonder how fast the airship is going." It's like, well, if I take from how he fell, from how long it took him to hit the ground to how far he moved over, I could calculate how fast the ship was moving based off the decay. Yeah. Sorry, we're rolling a what? Sorry.
Intelligence check.
Intelligence is 4, and I rolled an 18. That's a 22.
In a moment of pure mathematical genius, Leaf looks up and down and looks at the body, looks at the blood, looks at how it landed, looks at the ground around it, looks back up, counts a number of broken branches, looks at how far the ship has gone, and just numbers just zoom towards his face. But you guys can't see it, only he can. And Leaf, you calculate that the majority of his horizontal momentum was canceled out by the branches above. At some point, he did break a couple of branches. You look up and see them. You can only imagine that at the way that he broke it, he probably spun pretty hard when he was kind of entered a tree line, which accelerated his head to ground, therefore extra dead.
when he performed his failed Halo jump.
Yeah. So
the
maybe 30
Okay,
miles an
so-
hour.
Maybe 30.
okay, so the airship was moving about 30 miles an hour.
Oh, don't start that math problem, please. I've never been good at those math
Leaf,
problems, Leaf.
as you are looking up, something catches your eye.
Oh, Lord.
Well, if you look up at the branches to see where you hit the first one, and then how it counts it out is, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Stop that.
No. Never.
Leaf, you look up and you see a familiar
Yeah, bird.
member of the avian variety.
I knew it.
That
Saw that bird
red-
again.
That red crown hawk you see again. Looking up above the trees, you see a large red crown fly in from the north. With a screech and a spread of its wings, it alights on the top of a blue pine.
A red crown, top of a blue pine. What does this mean?
I need you to
What
roll
does it
me a perception check, Leaf.
You got it.
That's a pretty bird.
+4. I rolled a 2. 6. Of course, when it's something that actually matters, I rolled out.
I rolled a 16.
Don't worry, Dylan. I totally saw it on D&D Beyond.
So a 2?
Yeah. I got I rolled a natural 2 and then +4, so I got a 6.
Neftalia, Osric,
Yes.
perception check. What'd you get?
I rolled a natural 2 for a 4.
Neftalia.
Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
What'd you roll?
A 1
Oh,
for
wow.
a 9.
Why are we cursed today?
All right.
We're
This is grandma's dice too. Like, I don't want to put her in jail, but like, jeez.
Leaf.
She's working her ways there.
You know, this is the same hawk from Carnival the day before.
You guys see the bird? It's that bird again. It's the same bird. It's the bird that exploded the plant before. It's exploded the camp before. That's him.
I will follow
what bird?
his. Do we see a bird?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Leaf's just insane.
You look up and you see it perched on top of a tree.
Oh,
Wait.
that's a cute bird.
It seems to be looking at you all.
Hi, birdie.
Like it
Remember the
has.
time that the carnival exploded, but then it didn't, and I freaked out that one time.
What?
He was there
Yeah.
too.
So does this bird look This sounds horrendous. Does it
Does
look
it look evil?
intelligent?
It
Unnaturally intelligent.
Yeah, unnaturally intelligent.
insight check.
Okay.
How high up's the bird?
Insight check.
We'll say about maybe 40 feet.
Okay. If you shoot it, I can cook it for dinner.
I'm not shooting Leaf's bird. It's a natural 20 for a 28.
It definitely seems to be studying you.
Is it dummy intelligent?
Okay, that's really weird.
Like Leaf would have experience with someone like either in control of or like possessing or pretending to be a bird. So like he would be able to like would he have the opportunity to kind of catch any like humanoid qualities since he has done it before himself out of this bird to make it like seem like it's not really a bird?
Like when it walks, it moves its shoulders and its wings too much.
when it quacks, it's like, hey, how's it going? You know, stuff like that. Hey, man.
Since it's newish to you, like it's still, you know, you're still young in your studies, but
I guess.
I'll allow you to do me an intelligence check, and with you, with the insight you roll me one more perception.
One more perception.
Yeah.
I rolled another 2 or another 6.
Quit rolling on paper.
11.
Don't you get like a buff in the forest or something?
She's
I've been adding it.
That is with the buff.
I rolled a 3. This perception
adding it.
check
Trust
just
me.
isn't wanting to happen.
The bird's like, no, I'm just a normal bird. What do you mean?
You rolled really well on that insight as you kind of study it back.
We can take some of that and add it to this if
Yeah.
that's fine. And 11 is the best we've done so far.
All I'm saying is, Neffy, we can cook
You
this
notice
thing.
the eyes are glowing red.
Oh.
It's not very naturally.
Is it angry?
Like
Leaf. Has its eyes always been that color?
it's never been close enough to see them. This is the first time it's been painted. Otherwise, it's flying around.
I think it might be studying us. And I don't like that. I'm gonna try to. Is it up in a tree?
Yeah, about 30, 40 feet up.
I'll cook it for dinner if you shoot
I'm
it.
not gonna murder this bird.
But dinner.
I'm gonna try to
And the
approach
zombies back at the hut.
Okay.
I'm not
you
going to cook a
approach.
person.
the tree.
Okay.
Can I climb it? Is the tree got branches that are low enough to where she could climb it?
Yeah.
I would like to start that
You
process.
approach the tree and you watch the hawk watch you. As you approach, kind of flicks its head a couple of times looking at you. You reach out to grab onto a branch to begin your ascension, and the bird takes off and heads north.
Be in the direction of the carnival. I think. I'm assuming that because
Yes.
it came off the top of the map. Okay.
I think so. Yeah, that's got to be right.
But did it come from there?
Good observation, Leaf.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, anyways,
Well, I guess we'll keep an eye out for
Oh.
that.
See? Now you know I'm not crazy. By the way, did we check the guy for anything else besides the thing? Kind of.
He didn't
I was
have anything
busy
else other
doing
than the
math.
clothes on him.
Osric did check, and he only found that flyer.
He didn't have anything that went wah when he
Do
got
you
hit.
want a more detailed picture of it?
The guy? No, that's fine.
Of the flyer.
Yeah, there's a handout.
No,
Alex
it's
just
fine.
skipped over.
Okay.
I trust the other members of my party. Plus, it's like canon because they didn't read it anyway. So I
That's
would.
true. You just passed it on doing math. So
Some beautiful minds type stuff.
with the red crown hawk having left the area and nothing else of importance on this dead Sarth, what do you do next?
guess we continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, question.
Continue on with
the
our
map,
quest.
Where do we run into him? Like on the map? Just so we have a perspective. Well, me. All right. Okay, we're about halfway there. Halfway there when we meet this gentleman.
So, where do you want to go?
I say we continue to follow the path
To the Willow.
You want to follow the river?
Do you
The
think it's weeping?
stream that goes through this river?
Yes.
Okay. You head west.
Yeah. West first.
You head
then
west
south.
to the sound of the running water. And then you hear something.
Oh yeah.
So your path. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, just kind of out of the blue. I have 8 hours on that mage armor since that skeleton fight. Would you let me know when it's been 8 hours, please?
Oh, it's been like 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's been 8 hours
I'm
since
just-
we left the
It's
base.
hard to
right?
track time sometimes. Yeah.
Took us a whole 8 hours to get this far.
So the path intersects a small ford across the creek. The strange, oppressive dullness of the day seems to intensify as a large cloud covers the Soul. Suddenly, from out of the forest to the southwest of you, an unearthly, echoing wail
Oh, no.
howls through the trees.
I don't like whales.
It is a
Who got against
fearful.
whales?
It is a fearful sound, mournful and unnerving at the same time. It seems to be coming from the direction of the path across the ford. What do you do?
Across the ford, like on the other side of the water to the north?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
How deep does this river look?
Not that bad. Waist.
To me or to Oscar?
yeah.
To you.
Okay.
Oh, so my neck. I'm treading because the backpack is buoyant. I never have to make an athletics check to swim, guys.
Well, first of all, Naphtali's gonna load her bow, so she doesn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
You still have to fix the string.
You
I
do.
will start to spend that time fixing
Would
it.
that take about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm going to ritually cast Identify on the smelly ring from the dead hand I found.
All right. So
I'm gonna pull us away from the river a little bit, though.
Okay, you
to
go
do
back
this.
just a little bit.
Going to sit
You can
really
still
close
just
to
barely. You can still hear
Within
the sound. You can still hear the wailing.
Okay.
Leaf, you go ahead and begin casting. Naphtali, I need a survival check from you.
So before we take this time to do this, we're sure that's an unnatural dead thing doing that and not someone who actually needs help.
Are we sure of that?
I'm not sure of anything.
Okay. I just kind of assumed wail is different from cry for help, you know?
What you got against whales?
Yeah.
As I said,
It's
it's
like
a
a
mournful
mournful,
sound,
fearful.
mournful and unnerving at the same time.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Mournful.
22.
You will be able to do this in about 8 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
As you restring your bow. Ostrich, there is a moment if there's anything you wanted to do as well.
Not gonna really think of
Just
besides
nervously munch on
I'll say
something you made
besides
earlier.
cooking.
All right, Leaf,
I'll put on a pot of tea.
you are casting Identify on
The smelly
The
ring.
ring that I got from the hand.
The one that
that we had
summoned
to
the
fight skeletons and stuff for.
zombies.
Oh, yeah.
It's a skeleton summoning ring. You were right last episode.
I think it would be a good time to have friends like that.
But what if they don't like us?
Then I put them in the one place and I make sure that They recognize the other people first. I hide in a bush and then I cast the spell.
Cast minor illusion to run around. Oh, that'd be a cool idea. Do minor illusion, but like have a mage hand attached to it, so your illusion's actually touching stuff.
So, Leaf, you identify a ring of resisting fire.
It's not nearly. It's cool. It's not nearly as cool as I thought it was.
It's not skeleton summoning.
Who knows? Maybe it's cursed to do that.
One day.
So,
It's just like randomly once a week I get attacked by skeletons.
That's the cursed part of the ring.
Yeah.
Once a week when you least expect it, you get jumped by like 6 skeletons.
it gives you fire resistance while wearing it.
Nice.
It does require
That's
it.
actually pretty cool.
That's
Have to
pretty
tune it out
dope.
later.
And it is brass, so it is metal. Bronze, sorry, it is bronze.
Alright. So I'm going to have to do something to make it not metal. Unless somebody else wants it. I'm willing to share. I can't have metal.
I think I have a
Post
thing that can
time.
help Leaf, and I'll kind of like tear a little rag, kind of like try to just line the inside of it, just like with a very thin strip.
Are you using any adhesive?
It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't worry about it right now because
I'll
then you have
use
to
the
attune to it
paste.
to make it work anyways.
You
We
hear
don't
the
have
whale one
tuning
more
time.
time.
Oh my gosh, a blue whale! What if it's a blue whale just in pain? Just a cast.
Poor thing.
Neffy, we have to help.
What do you do?
Is my string done?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
You just wear gloves.
30 seconds.
Just wear gloves. There you go.
Silk
My
gloves.
ring gloves. All right.
Silk glove. Hey, we'll go back to that dude and get some
Do you
material.
want to? Well,
I'm just gonna put
if
it
you
in my
want
pocket for
to,
now.
okay, in your pocket for now.
Because you need like an hour to attune something.
Yes, you do.
Neftali's gonna get up
Okay.
and she's gonna walk in the direction of the river again.
Okay.
And she's gonna see if she can see anything.
Roll me a perception check.
16.
You stare across. The running water seems to just fade out as you focus purely on your sight. You hear the wail one more time, your eyes dart in a certain direction, and beyond a few trees, you see a ghostly figure float and then disappear behind some more trees.
I am going to make the assumption that this is not something that, like, is commonly seen, like ghosts or haunted forests or
No,
something.
It is a very special time of year, though, with dark tide. So, this more supernatural things are known to occur at this time.
Gotcha. The fabric between realms is thin.
Yeah.
The veil
Okay.
is lifting.
So, what do you want to do?
She's gonna kind of. Okay. I think
think
it's
she needs help?
just. I think it's probably beyond helping at this point. It looks kind of ghostly.
Oh. Maybe she needs help. She can find her rest.
Maybe
She's
we
here for
have
a
to
reason.
fix her grave.
You know what?
Maybe
The
she
two of
has
you
more rings.
Yelled at me for the cabin thing. So yeah, lead the way. Go ahead. Let's deal with this.
But that's so deep of water.
You'll be all right. I'll hold your backpack.
You help trek across. It only appeared to be a little deeper than it was. The water's a little bit murkier in this area. Only goes up to about your knees,
Nice.
at
nice,
least in
nice,
this
nice.
area.
Her knees or my knees?
Her knees,
Oh,
so
God.
about your waist. As you walk across, the wailing intensifies. It grows louder. search. Everyone can roll a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, that's a good one.
Natalia.
13.
Osric.
19.
Leaf.
18.
All of you see it. A ghostly shape of a specter lazily drifting across the surface of the forest floor. Slumped, and the wails sound almost like a cry. She seems to be pacing, if that's the word you could use, about maybe 30 feet away, just drifting forward, turning around, and coming back. What do you do?
So the way she's pacing, is she going like away from us and towards us, or is she going like
About
left
side
to
to
right?
side, a little bit away.
Okay. Could we tell if she's seen us yet?
You're not sure.
Does she seem to be?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Leaf.
Does her body like her body language like it look like she's like dejected and mourning? Like is she all like kind of holding in on herself, or is she like looking around like she's lost something?
Roll me an insight check.
We're inside with +2, so I got a 12.
12.
Nice.
You're a very sympathetic person, and it comes off to you. This woman, or the specter of this woman, is in mourning.
Okay, time for test number 2. Ah,
All right, go ahead. What's test number 2?
I'm going to use minor illusion to put close to her, like within like say like 10 feet, but not in the not in our direction, like kind of off to the side of like a heavy twig snapping.
Okay. You do it? She doesn't seem to care.
So she might not be violent.
Maybe not.
Maybe that she knows there's nobody there. Maybe she feels living things.
I'll take
Should I
a
go say
couple
hi?
steps closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you? Yeah, sure. Okay. Ostrich, do you join your friends? Or do you stay back?
I was gonna see if there's like maybe a grave or like a corpse,
Perception check.
like kind of just around the area that maybe she's guarding. It's an 8.
An 8. There doesn't seem to be anything man-made in this area. Everything's natural, as far as you can tell.
No corpse.
No corpse, no.
Okay.
Was a corpse man-made or natural?
It would
Technically it's
technically man-made. Anyways,
Technically
so,
woman made.
as you're searching, just to double check, Leaf, Natalia, you both begin to approach. You get about 10 feet closer as she turns to head back to maybe the left side, and her gaze does drift to the two of you as you approach. Just a sad face. Like a face twisted into a very, like it's been crying a long time. Not grotesque in any way. It is still very unsettling to see. Unnerving when you hear the wail come out of it. But she looks to Leaf and then looks to you. And seems to just stare at you. Which is odd. But You have her attention.
Hello? Can we help you with something? Have you lost someone?
You see just the image of a spectral tear just drift down her cheek, another wail following it. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 18.
She approaches you.
Whew. Okay.
5 feet away. 4, 3,
I let her.
2. She passes through you.
Okay.
And a very weird sensation comes over you, and you get a memory that is not yours.
Oh, cool.
And you see her in life, but from her perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You see a memory sad and leaning over a grave. Tears fall from watery eyes. And then another memory. Of who this grave belonged to, her husband. This is a widow, or was at one point. You gather from this that the husband succumbed to red fever and passed when they were only together for a few years. And then another memory. You see a group of people in the woods, shuffling and shambling through, maybe about 4 or 5 strong. And in her vision, she runs up to these people when she recognizes the one that was sick. The joy that you are feeling right now it's overwhelming. This is after his death. But he's alive here, shambling through the forest. As she approaches, she throws her arms around him, her deceased husband. And you see it is but an animated corpse. No reaction, no soul to react. The tears begin to well up again as the realization sets in. And as she goes to back away, she cannot. The arms of this animated corpse have wrapped around her and begin to squeeze tightly. And then darkness envelops your vision, and you learn this is her story. Gretta is her name. Squeezed to death by the animated corpse of her dead husband that she lost to red fever. You experience all of this within seconds. As you turn, Gretta turns to you and just kind of lazily drifts back, almost like kind of drifting off of the momentum that she traveled through you with. She raises her hand up in a pointing gesture. And she points to the northwest. What do you do?
I'm gonna see where she's pointing.
She points kind of through a couple of trees. You can see it kind of turns into a glade a little bit beyond.
Does that look familiar at all from the vision that she, or memory, I guess?
Roll me a...
Trying to see if she's telling me to oh, my body's over there,
I'm gonna
or
make this, and
Go
I'll
kill
let
him
you
for
pick
me.
either investigation or perception. You can use your any buffs you get for the forest because
perception is definitely
both of
better.
these events took place in a forest.
Okay.
Both the memory that you had and where you're at now. So
11.
it's hard to tell because the time of day was different, but it looks similar to when she was squeezed to death.
Okay. Pause. I lost audio.
Ghost stories, Dylan.
Ghost stories.
I enjoy.
You know,
Look,
just watching
but it's a
my nephew
nice
get
ghost.
shuddered
That's
through
the
by
cool
a
part. You met
ghost
something
and
that wasn't
just-
trying to murder us horribly.
Welcome to Gooey Cube, where you either feel bad for missing out on something that's not harmful, or you get fucked over.
Or you go thinking it's non-harmful.
No, this has
That
actually
thing.
been a lot. I think I was too harsh on chapter 1. This is good.
I wasn't
I
too
didn't
harsh.
realize the.
I had to fight a lot as level 1. It was horrible.
Why is this one not?
Mind wigging.
No, mine is. Can you do the owl thing?
Should have it.
Hello.
No. Try
Ow.
again.
I have this one though.
Ow.
See, your left is doing the same thing.
Fucking lefty.
I know, right? Like they don't make receivers from like 3 or more things unless they're like $500 or some shit. Because like everything I could find, only you can only have 2 things as receiver, or 2 things
Yeah.
to receive. Like that was over $100. That was like $150 for that. Bless you.
Maybe it'd be kind of cool if you think about it, because like in another 10 hours of game time, I might be able to cast
So
level
I
3
got
spell.
it to
Or level
turn
2 spell.
on, the left one, and then it said disconnected, and then tried to pair.
Come on.
I got a light on this one this time. All right, I got it.
Okay.
Now I betrayed her. Now she'll never love me.
Oh,
I betrayed her. I lured her in with love and hugs and kisses and then picked her up. And scooped her like a little banana.
John's a hero.
I scooped her like a little banana. I was like, come here. I had to love on her for a couple minutes. Thank you.
Very good job. Okay, all right. Where we left off, where was that?
She rolled an 11. It looked similar, but time of day was different.
Okay. What do you do?
so I'm gonna turn back to the rest of the group. Her name's Gretta, and she was killed by her dead husband. which is horrible. But I think they...
She just kind of stays in the vicinity, but seems to just be still sad.
Yeah. She might need us to put him to rest.
How do we find him?
She
a
pointed that
lot of-
direction.
Was he one of the zombies we fought, or was he a skeleton? You said he's dead.
She points to the northwest. It's not going to be one of the ones we've seen so far. We haven't been that way.
We haven't been that way. I see a
Dude.
glen or something out there we could check out.
So you saw... She showed you things?
When she kind of like walked through me, I think I got glimpses into her memories.
So you saw him?
I saw her weeping over a grave, and then I saw like a kind of like a group of zombies like we saw before, and one of them was her husband, because she ran up to him and jumped in his arms, and then the rest was gruesome.
I was just thinking if, when you saw it, if there was anything that might give you details on who he is so he can stick out to the group. So when we find him, we know who he is.
Was there any, like, he had bright red hair, or he looked a little
He's
different
holding
from
a dead
the
lady
rest?
in his arms.
Maybe he's missing his left arm.
He had short, kind of brown hair, a decent beard in life, when you saw him sick. But his undead form, you could see a good bit of that has decayed. His checkered shirt that he was wearing also decayed. But just thinking about the zombies you recently saw, it's not linking. You're not seeing anything that would stick out. But at the same time, you don't know how long she has been dead.
Fair.
So
Would
you
there
think we
be
have
a
time to go try
way?
to find him?
Would there be a way to estimate that based on the clothing she was wearing? Like, you know how you can kind of judge a period of time based on clothing? Is there a way to...
The clothing that this specter is wearing appears as it did at the time of death.
Okay, but is it like
So-
Victorian, cowboy,
It's
ancient Ronin?
with it. I will say it doesn't seem much different from the clothes you see today.
Okay, so...
It's not like a long time ago.
Fairly modern.
In my recent.
Okay.
She died yesterday.
Well, I think we have time. I mean,
I feel like we
We-
should get the stuff first before we do any of that fun stuff.
well, I wouldn't consider this fun, but now I feel oddly beholden to her. She's asked me to do something, I think.
Plus, if we go northwest now, when we go south and do what we're supposed to do, that frees us up to go east and check out the spooky house.
I wonder if that spooky house
On the
has a
way
good
back.
kitchen.
Silver lining.
Yeah. It's like we can make a loop.
Sure. Yeah.
Onward,
so
Captain Neffy.
I will start
the
walking
zombies.
in the direction she pointed, but quietly. And I'm gonna like look at Osric
You begin
quietly.
to head that
What do you
way.
mean I am quiet?
Stealth rolls all around. Osric.
Yes, I know.
Just follow behind him, just
Yeah.
trying to like keep the
Magic
backpack from jostling.
Yep.
20.
Leaf. What'd you get?
7 or the 7 plus 4 is 11.
Okay. You guys, not the quietest. As Leaf is trying to help out Osric, it's a really heavy bag, and you can only imagine the back problems that Osric has.
No,
But those legs, though, have got to be fit.
Like a mountain goat.
You
Like
keep
Cassie.
on.
Yeah.
Mountain
yeah.
goat.
91 degrees is all I need.
You You head into the glade as it opens up. She stays by your side as you do this. And the two of you notice she seems very, very interested in Neftalia. She's regarding her quizzically and seems to be floating around her once she noticed the group. She paid the two of you she acknowledged the both of you, but to Neftalia she seems very interested. You're not sure why. But as you enter this glade, she goes kind of to the center of it and begins just to look around. You're not sure what she's looking for. History check. You can add your forest modifier to it.
History with Forest.
Yay, forestry!
You got it.
Woohoo!
12.
This is where she died.
Oof. Oh. I'm gonna help her look for a wedding ring or a piece of memorabilia that is logical to have been dropped here.
Roll me a perception check.
Is this still Forest?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Whoa. That was really bad.
Again, what is with these dice?
I don't
in here?
know. I'm rolling a lot of ones. So that's
hold-
a 1. What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception? 9.
Okay. As Neftalia enters, the two of you, as Leaf approaches from the very back, kind of holding up your backpack, massive thing. Leaf, as you're pushing to kind of hold it in place, a pot kind of just creeps its way out the top and just dunk falls on your head, and it hooks on one of your horns.
Oh no!
And then you tries to fly with the handle up, but it gets hooked on you. You's trying to get it off, but you're just like, now you're being carried back to the side. Ostrich, you turn to try to help, and another pot flies out the side and just like lands kind of in the glade now, which is behind you.
Hi.
And it's a mess.
What is this?
Leaf, you're able to get the pot off, and Ostrich, as you pick up the other pot that flew out of your backpack, you guys look forward and see Neftalia just frantically pacing around the edge of this glade, looking everywhere.
Do we see the ghost anymore, or just
She's
Neftalia?
still standing in the middle, just kind of looking as well.
Do I get like sinister vibes? Like this ghost is like, you're next.
No, you don't get any sinister vibes. But you guys just see Neftalia looking and it not going so well.
What are you looking for?
Shh. I don't know. Are we supposed to whisper in a ghost's presence? Anyway, she looks like she's looking for something, so I'm also trying to do that.
Maybe she's looking for her dead husband.
She knows where her
What?
dead husband is.
Hey, do you still have my pot?
It's attached currently. It hurts. Horns
I'm
are
sorry.
made for this.
Let me help.
Oh, you can't. It's turned. You gotta hook it. I got curvy horns. Ow! 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 Ow!
Grow up! You get it off. You get it off.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Um,
I'll make you something special later.
Put smaller like hook holes in them. It really hurts.
I don't know what's with this bag today. It's giving me
Neftalia.
attitude.
you're not having any luck.
Okay. Not having any luck. I'm gonna go back over to Gretta.
Okay.
Can you like
Excuse me.
show me what you're looking for?
She gestures to herself.
You're looking for you? I'm sorry if this is really insensitive. Are you looking for your body? Oh. Can you tell me how long ago?
It looks like she doesn't know the answer to that.
Oh, dear.
But as the two of you get your situation under control and you go into the glade, you hear Neftalia having this conversation. Well, one-way conversation.
Does anybody have a shovel? No, why would he
I have a shovel.
Why would he bury her? Doesn't make any sense.
Using my keen food knowledge of how decomposition works and the rate of breakdown, can I go and see if I
you
can
are
find
leaving
a
food
body?
out long enough for it to decompose, I have questions.
Hold on,
It's part of sanitation. Thank you very much.
Let Osric get his thing out. Go ahead.
Yeah, knowing my expert knowledge in food and decomposition and the danger zones of food, can I look to see if there's maybe a corpse around here? Either walking or not.
I will say your first instinct is to go off of smell. You do not smell anything rancid here, which makes it you feel pretty confident that maybe whatever you're looking for is already decomposed. You don't find anything based off of your food knowledge.
Palatable mistress.
But you can tell you probably aren't looking for a body as much as you are bones.
So there is another thing to consider. Depending on the resurrection method of the body itself, she could not be stationary currently. Like, if it is some type of thing that could spread, she might be with the shambler. So you do your thing, and I'll be back. And he's gonna sit cross-legged on the ground, and he's gonna go into you and just fly around looking for groups of packs of wandering undead things.
All right, roll me a perception check. And the two of you, perception checks.
Can I
There's
give
16.
her advantage?
I will actually allow perception or survival.
They're the same for me.
Okay.
Can I just give her advantage and help her as opposed to look or?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get advantage. Neftalia, Leaf, you said 15?
16.
16. You take up into the sky and you are soaring around kind of high up in the branches looking down. And in the general vicinity, nothing. Nothing else is here.
20.
20. You and Osric walk around the glade looking for any disturbance in the earth. You do come across a little bit of overgrowth. You're kind of using the end of your bow to move tall grass around. And you do end up finding, with Ostric's help, a hand just barely poking out of the ground. It doesn't look like it was buried. It just looks like it's been a long time.
Is it like a skeletal hand?
It is a skeletal hand. And resting on the ring finger, you do see an old wedding ring.
Gently pull it off.
The specter approaches and holds her hands up like that's not what she wants.
Does it seem like the earth itself has started to retake her, or is it just kind of like lichen and algae or over the bones absorbing the calcium?
More like that.
Okay.
It's not so much that the earth has overtaken her. It's more like just growth has kind of sprouted around. It's been dead for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She has been dead for a while.
To be buried? Because I got a shovel. And Ostric will just...
There are burial traditions by fire or proper burial up to whoever. But what do we want to do?
Would you like us to give you a proper burial?
For the first time, you see just the tiniest little bit of a shift in that frown permanently on her face into a little bit of a smile and then back to a frown. But it seems this is what she's looking for, is peace.
Okay. I'll take the shovel from Osric. And I'm gonna go to the middle of the glen. What is this? I don't know the
Glade.
difference.
A glen is a type of tree.
No, a glen is a...
You go to the middle
Yeah.
of the
Anyway,
glade.
and I will start digging a hole.
Okay. As you're digging the hole, does anyone want to retrieve the bones?
I will do that.
Okay.
I'll kind of prestidigitate all the overgrowth off of her, kind of clean her up as best I can, and then I'll
Okay. It does
slowly
seem to
just
help.
piece by piece move her, and not like arms, but like, okay, here's the head. The head's going first, and then maybe the ribs, and just kind of everything I can collect.
Okay. It's easy-ish too, because there is some old tattered clothing attached to it, so you're able to kind of do it in bundles. But Leaf, you feel pretty confident that nothing is in the surrounding area.
I will continue to keep watch,
You keep watch.
as is my.
That's its
How I don't have to
one
help touch bones and stuff.
Yeah, bones are nothing new.
It
Humanoid
takes
bones different.
the two of you about 20 to 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But you do end up bringing the bones over to this freshly dug grave. As Ostrich puts them in there, wedding ring intact. Natalia, you begin to push the dirt over.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would like to say upon your completion?
I'm just gonna turn to Gretta. I hope this gives you peace.
The frown begins to turn into a little bit more of a smile as she mouths the words, "Thank you." And she looks up, begins to lift just slightly, and dissipates into thin air.
Wow.
I need the three of you to roll a d20.
Yeah.
What'd you
I
get, Ostrich?
have a
8.
4.
12.
12. All right. With that, I feel like you did something good today. Where to next?
Well, now that we did that, time to go back south. Help the dead woman. Don't know how to feel about that.
All right. You head
Back towards the Willow.
okay,
Head that
you head back to
direction.
the stream and then head back down. You keep on going south.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys do that, Leaf, you see your friends done with what they're doing and begin to head away. And I assume you join up with them and
Yeah.
3 of you.
I'll pull back.
Okay. The 3 of you continue down south, following alongside the river. Now, after about 10 or so minutes of walking, well, I'll ask first, is there anything anyone wants to do in this time as you're traveling south?
I think Naftalia is pretty somber.
Just quiet as you head south.
Thinking about all that time she was probably out here.
What do you guys think about the spooky house? Something, all right.
There's probably something in there. Yeah.
Is there like, I don't know. Thinking about it.
And you'll probably think about it for a long time. So we can swing back by on our way back home. I don't think that that's a problem. Just know that if you get sacrificed to some demon or something, that I warned you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Fair enough.
So as you all keep on trekking south, perception checks all around. Start with Leaf.
15 plus a 4. 19.
19. Ostrich.
17.
17.
22.
Alia with the 22.
Oh, Nappy.
Almost like it's obvious as you guys are walking south together. Movement in the bush to your left. All of you stop and look. Peering out of the thicket, you see a snarling face with a few feet off the ground. With
That's not cute.
more movement to either side. And then as soon as you saw it, it disappears. What do you do?
Like it moved and we can't find it, or it like just into nothing. Okay.
Well, not like supernaturally, but like it looks like it just went away.
Oh. Okay.
It got slurped through a straw.
Yeah.
Pursue or continue?
Why would we pursue that? That's scary, sir. I don't want that spookiness.
I think maybe we should continue, but keep an open eye. Maybe 2 of them.
I will allow
Maybe just.
you to make a nature check.
You have
You get
to
your bonus.
not appear defenseless and delicious.
Oh no, I'm
Oh.
too delicious.
Oh God.
I'm so
Oh, no.
tasty.
All I'm saying is Ostrich probably smells
20.
like ham right now.
With a 20, that snarling face seemed akin to a wolverine,
Oh no.
Well, it's anything.
but it is gone. You continue
you-
south.
Yes. Yes, Leaf, they do eat meat. They eat a lot of meat. They don't care.
Oh, jeez. Run, I say run!
The thing is, no, there's no running for me.
All right.
I'm just gonna die.
Continue south.
Mm-hmm.
Asterix, that member of the party that you just have to run faster than.
Yeah.
Well, that's
He is the
sad.
bait.
Listen, I smell amazing anyways, so I might as well be bait.
So, as you guys continue south, ignoring that, keeping a paranoid eye out, and constantly looking behind you, to the left, looking for any movement in the bushes,
Wolverine.
everything seems to be fine. Go ahead and roll me one more perception check, all of you.
What about a 16? 15, sorry. 15. 11 plus 4. 15.
21.
Okay, Natalia.
Yeah.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
A perception check.
Perception.
Investigation.
20. So I'm just looking into the natural explorer thing. I didn't say I was actively tracking these things, but could I keep an eye out, like, on the forest floor or whatever? Because it says, while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. Can I
You can
be...
keep an eye out, but you will not gain any of that because you're not trying to actively track them.
Okay.
Perception check.
Did I not tell you? 20.
Oh, you might have. Okay. So 20,
21.
21, and 18, 16.
I got a 32. I got a
32.
15.
Whoa!
Wow!
Whoa,
Yeah.
Leaf! Super crazy.
I rolled
So, as you move down the path, you note a rather large boulder standing next to this path. There is something painted on the face of the rock down low near the base. What do you do?
Get closer to the thing so we can see what's painted on it.
As you approach, it's just a little off of the path. The rock has a strange looking sigil upon it that looks to be a melting skull contained within a melting circle. There does not appear to be anything else on the stone. And there is a handout for this.
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, this is important.
Did I craft this in my brain, or have we seen that before?
The melting skull.
No, we haven't seen
No.
this before. Most certainly not.
Oh my gosh, that one movie with Journey in it. A famous stage play.
Obligatory. Does this look familiar?
You're not sure. You don't think so?
Okay.
I will say, you history check. Actually, yeah, you history check.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's really coldish.
It looks very
And
culty.
less like the skull's melting, but more like someone poured like candle wax on top of it. And it's
Natural
just,
20
dripping.
for 21.
You saw this inside the cottage.
Oh, it looks familiar to me.
Yeah, you were the one that looked in the cottage.
Yeah.
You peeked in. That was in the cottage. If you still have that handout down there, it's
Yeah.
You'll see it.
Now we have to go back.
Dang it. Ugh.
They're connected.
They're connected.
Your worst fears come true. We do have to return to that cottage.
Yeah, it was right here. That's so exciting. I remembered something. I'm very happy.
I knew it.
okay.
Well, that was a wild ride for everybody.
Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I will announce to the group. I definitely saw this sigil symbol in the cottage. Like, above the fireplace.
What sigil?
This one.
Well, that sigil.
Isn't it sigil?
It's... I thought it was sigil. Is it sigil, Osric?
What do you mean? It's not sigil?
No.
Wait, so you're telling me it's not sigil?
Anyway, stay
Pretty sure
on
it's
task.
sigil.
Like, in the room where there was, like, definitely a ritual table, there was this.
There was the sigil.
I'm looking to see if I can see, like, if this is a marker for a path. Do I see, like, a clear path or another one further somewhere?
Neftalia, you can roll me a perception check.
Okay. What's a 1 for a 9?
20s and ones. We deal with no in-betweens.
You're so panicked or anxious or whatever that you saw, you're remembering it from that creepy cottage, that you're not able to focus as much as you would like to, and you can't see anything that's sticking out to you right now.
Okay.
Leaf and Osric, as you see her kind of looking around, the two of you roll me a perception check.
Got a 9.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Very nice.
This sigil does not seem familiar to me.
As you look to the sigil,
Sigil.
you just kind of don't know if it's because you're closer to the ground or not why you see this, but around the back of this boulder, you see a stone that looks just a little loose. Like, placed against this boulder in a odd way. And as you investigate it, you see that it's easily moved.
Does it seem like if I pull the stone, the end boulder's gonna start moving? Or does it seem like
I
someone
have
just...
no idea. As you finagle with it real quick, you pull back and you reveal a small cavity
Oh.
with a metal box therein. What do you do?
Do I see if there are any spiders in this metal cavity thing?
Don't see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the metal box.
You take it out. There is an inscription. As you open it, you notice that the lid, it's not locked, and any trap that would be on it is already, gone if it already opened itself. But you open it up, and it is empty, save for an inscription on the inside of the lid. The words say, "All is finite. All is decay. All is his." Outside of that, there seems to be nothing else for this box to offer you. What do you do?
Hey guys, I found a box. It was hiding behind this boulder with a really creepy message. Saying all is
What did
finite.
the message say?
It's- it says all is finite, all is decay, and all is his. Does this have to do like creepy dude that was haunting you before? And I'll like hand her the box.
Creepy dude that was
Not
haunting
him,
me.
but that refers to that deity we've actually been running into a lot, and it's strange how common he is occurring now.
What if it's like creepy
Oh, he
door
has
in
been-
that first basement?
And he was there, and we saw mention of him when we were fighting the lizard. And I had a dream about him, and now we found a box of his in the middle of the woods. That feels.
Connected.
But but why now? Why are we finding all these things connected to this guy?
Maybe there's something.
And why are
in the
all these
cabin
things
connected.
happening? Could I like take whatever journal, whatever I have, and actually sketch the sigil?
The
Just as
sigil,
like a,
yes.
Like just put a piece of paper and like do the thing where like you kind of like you can like.
Oh,
etch it
do
out
the
kinda
detective trace.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
The boulder
Oh.
is a little bit too rough to be able to do that. But go
I have
ahead
a pretty
and
high
roll.
dexterity. I'm probably a good drawer.
Roll it. Yeah, about to say roll roll an art check.
Yeah.
Is this performance?
Yeah, roll a performance check. I'll also allow a dexterity check.
Performance is +3, dexterity is +4.
Yeah,
So I rolled a 15. So
Okay.
so 19 for dexterity.
Yeah, you're able to put it together pretty nice. You get a little carried away with shading, and then you realize that's good enough. But
Looks so
you do
realistic.
that. And what to do with the box?
I figure hold on to it. Maybe because it's with this creepy thing she saw in the house. Maybe it's connected somehow, so I'll just close it.
Wait, maybe it's not a good idea to take it.
It's empty. It's not like someone's coming for it.
No, but
You know what an empty box is for?
Stuff!
Putting stuff in it.
Exactly. So why wouldn't I want to
Maybe
box?
we-
well, no. Here's what I'm.
I mean-
Here's what
Sorry,
okay.
Natalia, go ahead.
Here's what I'm thinking. If this symbol, we'll just change words. If this symbol
You mean
is
the symbol?
on the rock here, and then also in the cottage, I feel like this is a way that people who belong to whatever organization or group this is how they communicate. So if we take this box here, that could alert them that somebody knows that they exist that ought not to, and they'll stop communicating. So if we find another one of these, we can't glean any more information because they'll stop potentially using the system.
I feel like you've been listening to Crane's stories too much. You're kind of a whole cult, really.
You can't think everything that I say is not real, because eventually one of them will be.
Well, I'm still waiting on that day.
You're alive, so I feel like we've been doing good so far. I mean, take the box if
His name is Durat. That's the guy. That's the guy with the Sylvie. Sylvie's talking about Durat, his decay. That's him. It's all connected to him. That's the guy.
Who?
But why? What's important about him?
I don't know.
Anyways, what are we talking about?
Anyway, take
I
the
don't
box
think
or
we-
leave the box. It doesn't matter, I guess.
Or if she saw a symbol, if she saw a symbol, a sigil in the house that was coordinated to the box, and we found a box here underneath this rock, there is a non-zero chance that there's something in the hut that would have an item that we put in the box and it does something here.
I like
Unless
your
this is
thinking,
just
Leaf.
unless this is just like a drop spot. I mean, it could be a drop spot, but it feels weird because it's super obvious with the fact that there's just like this big skull here, and you think they would make it if they're trying to hide stuff and the next guy to come across, they would make it so obvious that it's like if there's a big skull here with a rock and a chest by it, you know? If it's too obvious, it feels like we're trying to hide something. It's not very hiddenable, hidden hiding.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice the box. Just the skull.
Which drew our attention to make Osric look for the box, which comes back to my term A. It's not very well hidden, so it's here for something. It might be something else besides a dead drop.
Osric did roll a pretty good perception,
I
That is
mean,
true.
I will say.
I was closer to
that
the
is true.
sign
Aussie does have good eyes, so it could be nothing. And then, on the other hand, I would also agree with Neffy about the fact. But also at the same time, if we take the box and we show them that we messed up their drop zone, they might be inclined to come trying to find their box, because they might think we took something important from them. Should make us a target.
so I'm seeing a lot in the cons column of taking this box, and not a whole lot in the pros column taking this box.
Cons.
On the other hand,
This
It's a really
random
cool box.
cult.
Pros, I get a box.
Yeah,
I got an empty box.
that 2/3 of the party can even touch.
It's a box. I feel like you guys are just thinking about this a little too crazily. I mean, really, a cult? Who's gonna... No one knows we're here besides Borag.
Fine, whatever. Osric, take the box. There's only so much of the crazy talk, you're all crazy, that I can take. So if you want the box, take it. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna take
or don't take the box,
but
because
I'm
it
gonna
also doesn't
sneakily
matter.
put it back in the hole without her knowing.
How?
Just as we're walking away, I'm gonna be the last, just kind of looking at him. Just
Anything else?
You are the
specific
least sneaky.
You want to give
I have
away?
good sleight of hand, sir. What? You say anything else to give away?
Anything else specific about putting things back?
I get the rock back on top of the box.
Oh yeah, I'd put the cover back up too. Kind of wedge the rock back in.
Okay.
I would
what
do
if
it
you-
when
there
she's
needs
not
to be
looking.
a specific
So
way
it's
that
just-
this goes in.
Roll me sleight of hand.
This is gonna
I'm
explode.
actually good at this. 23.
Yeah. Neffy, what's your passive perception?
How do you calculate that without D&D Beyond?
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Neffy doesn't notice. She begins to walk away anyways. And
I'm just slipping in and put the
Did
rock
I
back
notice
on.
with a passive perception of 14? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
no, no, you don't notice. I will say it's more of a. Yeah, no, you don't notice. You put it back.
Yep. I'll
You
put it
guys
back like a
continue
fountain.
on.
And then just
Neftalia, you a little miffed. You walk ahead a little bit of the group. Osric, Leaf, you head back onto the trail, about 20 feet behind Neftalia, before you feel a thundering in the ground. And Neftalia, you turn, and from behind the tree line, behind your friends, you see a stampede of elk emerge, heading straight for them. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh,
About to get Mufasa.
Leaf turns around.
too soon.
All right. So thank you so much, Traveler, for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And we will pick this up next time. So stay safe out there, Traveler, and remember to keep moving forward. Until next time.